Good afternoon. I'm Judge Carlos Rebollo. I'm your circuit court judge. Been there since December of 2007. Happily married to a wonderful woman who works for AutoNation. We lived in Plantation. I have a wonderful daughter who's 19. She goes to Florida International University. She also volunteers for the Guardian Ad Litem's program, which is a program with children who have been abandoned, abused, and neglected. When I started as a judge, that's what I did. I did dependencies, juvenile dependencies. I did that for 2 years. And then as of March of this year, I've been in the criminal division, where I've already tried, in the short time that I've been there, a first-degree murder case. Now, before I was a judge, I was a prosecutor 21 years. 19 of those were here in Broward County. During that time, I was what's called a senior supervisor of the felony trial unit.
30 seconds.
Okay. I was in the career criminal unit, organized crime unit, gang, eventually in the homicide unit. One of the important things about me, everyone that comes before me is treated with respect, with dignity. I'm fair, and I follow the law. I'm a judge, not a legislator. And hopefully I'll have, you get to know me. I have a website, it's called retainjudgerebollo.com. Look it up, look into it, and hopefully I'll get your votes come out August 24th for early voting.
Who has not had a question yet? Who has not asked? Lisa, do you want to ask a question? Not this time around? Okay. Who wants?
Yeah. Second Amendment, how do you stand on it?
The right to bear arms, okay. I think right now, constitutionally, you have a right to a gun in your house. You want to know my personal feelings, or you want to know what the law is? My personal feelings. Actually, I don't have a problem with the way it is in the state of Florida. I have a gun. I keep it under my bed.
How about open carry? Carrying openly?
I don't know if you know this, but in the state of Florida, you are allowed to open carry rifles, shotguns in a pickup truck, in your bag. You're going hunting and so forth.
What about a concealed
Summation.
I'm sorry?
Summation.
No,
Concealed permit.
I think he wants me to give us some.
Okay. All right. Oh, go ahead with the
Again, I'm been your circuit judge since December of 2007. Before that, I was a prosecutor for 21 years. I have the experience. It's not easy being a judge. You have to go in there in the morning every day, and every case that you listen to is different set of facts, different set of individuals, and you try to do what's the right thing. I've been doing that for over 2.5 years now. I work for you. I've been a public servant most of my life. I've been in licensed to practice law since 1985, 25 years. Not a spot on my record. I have integrity. I am a judge 24 hours, 7 days a week.
I feel at home here. I live in Coral Ridge. I've lived here about 50 years. Look at my hair. Every week I go by and I see everybody on the corner. It's been 18 months. I think we almost have an anniversary. And it's a beautiful thing. It embodies the American spirit of communicating to everybody we have dissatisfaction with certain parts of our government. And that is the American spirit, that the will of the people is the one, that's who chooses our leaders. Our important decisions are made from an informed electorate, and we choose our leaders. The private sector has always embraced that. Our bloated government, not so much. I have to tell you folks, my race has taken an unfortunate turn. And I'm gonna read this so I don't get it wrong. This is what my opponent announced to the Sun Sentinel last week. I believe it is immoral for any candidate, regardless of its qualifications, to ever run against a minority incumbent unless that incumbent has been caught in some significant scandal. I know. I'm going to read it again. I believe it is immoral for any candidate, regardless of his qualifications, to ever run against a minority incumbent unless that incumbent has been caught in some significant scandal. You know what, folks? My family goes back to the Revolutionary War. So does my wife. My family has fought in every single war that this country has ever had. I've lived here 50 years, I've raised my family, and for somebody to come in here and say, I am immoral, regardless of how qualified I am, because somebody hasn't been caught in a scandal. That's wrong. I think you want to go with the will of the people and choose based on qualifications. There's no such thing as good enough for circuit court. There is the best person, the American
That's right.
spirit, free competition.
It's my choice.
That's the American spirit.
I like what you're saying, but you haven't told us your qualifications.
I would love to. Do I have enough time? Can I do it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give
You
you my
have a summary
qualifications.
of 30 seconds. You can take another question.
Okay.
If
Because I,
you'd rather
that's,
summarize.
Let him answer.
you need, I give my qualifications.
Answer it.
My qualifications, and I'm going to give you it in order of how I see it. Family, community, and business. Family, I've been here 50 years. I've raised my kids like a Cardinal Gibbon and St. Coleman's. I am a strong family supporter, and I think that's important for a judge. Community, I have a very strong background in community service. Nationally, I became a national expert in how to break a drug rape. I went around the country teaching for it.
30 seconds summary.
I started my own business. I've been in practice 20 years. I've done all different kinds of law. If you go onto my website, look at my record. Look at both of our records.
How many trials?
Close to 300, about 250, including death penalty cases. I've done civil trials and criminal trials. I have an excellent legal record, and that's what I want you to look at. Not what my name is, not the color of my hair or anything like that. My record, because qualifications is that's what it's all about.